You know that thing where shows like recap the previous show in case you haven't watched in a while?
Oh yeah, for sure.
We should do that with our show.
I think so. Let's do it. And she featured the event card. Just give a little overview of that solution.
What I love about the event card, we call it the event card platform, but it's used for so many other things. People use it for holiday gifts, years of service, whatever it might be. But it's a great solution for people who want to offer choice, but they still want it to be something that's customized and special, because we're able to include a video or a letter, from the awarding company.
It makes perfect sense. Great for the holidays, great for events, great for other occasions.
Bringing on direct representatives from the brand, whether they're our primary contacts or, someone who worked on product development, or, a chef working, with cutlery like we did with King Shan. It gave, more details about the brand, mission, values, history. And then also, we got to hear from our representation about, the culture, what they thought about the products, and just deeper insights about the brands, and also how they could be used for gifting and rewarding extraordinary acts.
Brian shifting over to that last webinar that was kind of fashion and style. We kicked off a new brand that we just announced. How's that been going? Polhan.
Yeah, it's been great. We literally just launched it within the last 14 days. We've had good reception to it. I think one of the things that I really like about it is, in addition to it being a very well-known consumer brand, we have a great, robust fashion collection, but we've always sort of been missing some gaps on men's fashion. And some of the products in the Polhan collection are fantastic for men, and I think we'll do really well in some rewards programs.
And we have this new LinkedIn group. Mark, you want to kind of talk a little bit about the group and what the purpose is of it?
Absolutely. The Reward the Extraordinary LinkedIn group is a place where you can go and chat and talk about the extraordinary experiences at your workplace or in your community. You can hear from others also. It's a great place also to talk about how to reward extraordinary acts with gifting. We talk about, culture and how rewarding takes place in your office or in your workplace. It's a place to share ideas.
Yeah, great community. Let's put a little graphic up on screen here. You can either scan the QR code that you're looking at right now, or go to LinkedIn and just type in Reward the Extraordinary. Look for our group. If you're not a member yet, go ahead and request to be a member. We'll approve you right away. Welcome to Reward the Extraordinary Live, where recognition goes beyond the ordinary.
In every episode, we highlight powerful stories, bold solutions, and premium gifts that make appreciation unforgettable.
You're joining a community that celebrates impact. One act, one moment, one person at a time.
Thanks for being here, and let's get into it.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Incentive Concepts Live. Andy Hudson coming at you from our Reward the Extraordinary studio here in St. Louis. We're really glad you're here. We were scrambling a little bit to get live right on schedule, but I think we accomplished it. So I'm pretty happy about that. Happy to have a couple of different guests in the studio today and one remote guest. We're going to get right to it here and get started. But before we do, I want to hear from you. Our featured brand today is Bose, as you guys both know. And put in the chat, first of all, tell us where you're joining us from and who you are. And do you have a favorite Bose memory, like from the past? I mean, maybe your parents, maybe your grandparents had the old wave radio or something like that. Put it in the chat. We'll share some of those today. Mark, I'm going to kick it to you. Tell us what we're going to talk about today, my friend.
The name of today's episode is recognition redefined by sound. So we're going to talk about Bose, we're going to talk about culture, we're going to talk about gifting, and we're going to learn about some exciting products.
Mm-hmm. I'm hearing there's a large echo coming in. Hopefully we can have our producer help with that. Sorry, folks, if there is an echo. I actually think I may know why. Okay, are you muted over there on your laptop, Mark?
I am.
Okay, good stuff. Anyway, who else we got in the studio with us today?
We have the famous Kevin Hagan.
Famous,
yeah. As Vice President of Sales here at Incentive Concepts, joining us from Chicago. Thanks for coming down, Kevin.
Thank you, Mark. Yeah, it's good to be here. Yeah. Came in for the Reinberg Classic golf outing yesterday, which was great, and got a couple of meetings. So good to be in the studio.
We're glad that you're here. What do you think of it?
It's great.
Yeah.
It used to be my office. Now it's a whole new recording studio.
Yeah, we downgraded it, so it's not your office anymore.
It's just an extremely well lit office.
It is. It is very well lit.
Professional lighting. And then our remote guest coming at us from Michigan is our good friend Brad. Brad, can you hear us, and can you give us a self intro?
Yeah, I can. Wish I could have joined you there. Tough circumstances kept me home. Missed the golf. Missed the camaraderie, and unfortunately we had to work out some bugs to be able to join you remotely from Michigan, but really happy to be here talking about a great cause, and then talking about some new products and some ways we can really reward folks with sound and performance in the next coming month.
Okay, fantastic. And now the first month, we had this last month, we had our first kind of viewer engagement activity, and people were submitting their extraordinary acts. Mm-hmm. And we had a lot of really extraordinary acts that we highlighted during that episode. But the one that received the most kind of interest from people that submitted their favorite was from Dave Kedzie. And remind me, Mark, what was his kind of extraordinary act that Dave featured?
So this is something I had some experience with in the past too. Dave volunteered time and maybe some funds to a program that helps match donors with people who have various types of blood and bone cancer. Great organizations and great folks who donate their time, and if they're a match for somebody, also donate their bone marrow to save lives. Incredible work.
Yeah. Dave well, Kev.
Sure. Yeah. Kev's a great guy. Always been a giver.
Yeah. What'd you think about his giving back like that?
That's fantastic. Yeah, it's a great story.
Yeah. He's a good guy. We like him a lot. Mark, I'm going to ask you to do one thing here. Down on your laptop on the actual platform, you might need to mute the microphone there. Can we just check that out while we're going real quick here, because I think that might be causing some audio problems. I noticed that on mine here. If you were receiving some audio problems, we apologize, because we're just working out some kinks here. But we're going to shift over to something that happened yesterday. Kevin, you and I got to spend, 5-6 hours together on the golf course yesterday.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, it was a long day.
What were we up to? Tell us a little bit about the event yesterday.
Yeah, so the Reinberg Classic has been around for a long time. It's for me, being out of town, I don't often get in to see everybody. So, when I try and get up here once a year for that, it's just fantastic to see the family, all the Reinbergs, between, obviously we see Joe and Mike a lot, but seeing Mrs. Reinberg and just their supporting families, it was just great to do. And the golf outing itself was terrific. Beautiful day.
Yeah, for sure. And we have some pictures that we're showing right now of the Reinberg family. And Mark, thanks for doing that. Sorry to put you on the spot there. But Mark, you played in the tournament, but you got there early like a bunch of us. Can you talk a little bit about your experience so far and what it's like to have, co-workers out there?
Every year, it's all hands on deck to put together gift packages, for the great folks who attend and give to the event. So we were there early in the morning. Lots of Incentive Concepts folks, unboxing, packing gift bags for the golfers, and we got it all done in time. It's a great event.
Yeah, there's some pictures up there of the IC team that helped. I can't tell you how important it is to have that much help for a big golf tournament. Golf tournaments are no picnic to put together.
And this isn't a small one either.
No, it's like 240
or something.
Was it 240 people?
It was huge. Yeah.
This is the 11th annual tournament for the Reinberg Classic. The part I liked about it, other than my eagle putt, by the way, Kevin did chip in yesterday.
I did.
Yes, for a birdie.
Good chip.
But I did now I did take the mulligan to get the eagle putt. So I shouldn't have mentioned that. It makes it sound better if I make it the first time. But anyway, the part I like the most about it is it supports this amazing cause called the BackStoppers. Now, the BackStoppers have been around in St. Louis since the 50s. What an amazing organization.
Yeah.
It was formed here in St. Louis by some business people that wanted to support some police officers and the families of the police officers that unfortunately lost their lives back in the 50s. But they provide to the tune of, I think, $3 million a year supporting the families of first responders. And what I learned yesterday is the Reinberg tournament has contributed over $500,000 to the BackStoppers since the founding of it 11 years ago, which is just super impressive. Mark, BackStoppers, what's your impression of this group?
I've gone to, of course, the Reinberg tournament, but a couple others as well. And just, the folks that come out and support, testimonials from family members who are supported by BackStoppers. They do incredible work. They help, kids of, fallen police officers and first responders, go to college, without it being a difficulty for the family. They do a ton for these folks, and it just really matters what they do.
Yeah. What else did you learn about BackStoppers, Kevin, as far as what other type of things they support? Did you learn anything yesterday about that? Or?
No, I mean, I just heard some of the numbers you quoted, and again, it's just a great organization. It's so, the stories are devastating to hear, but then the cause and the purpose that this organization provides is great.
And Jeff Reinberg, who unfortunately passed away maybe 12 years ago now, was a former president of the BackStoppers, and that's the connection there. So we're big fans of the first responders here, and we saw some pictures earlier of from that. And so just a wonderful organization. For those of you listening, just check them out. Look up BackStoppers on social, just Google them. A great organization, and really one of the best in the entire country when it comes to supporting first responders. So really proud to do that. Brad, you were kind enough to spearhead the support of Bose for this event, and I know you've supported it. Bose has supported it for many years. What does it mean to you to be able to support this event with your amazing brand?
Great question, and it kind of hits pretty hard with the event that happened in Michigan. Being able to support a group of folks who are out making a difference for first responders and their families during the worst of times. These are folks that when everyone's trying to get out there, pushing their way in to help, and couldn't be more proud to support a group like that. From a work perspective, Bose is always a great gift, especially for golf events, rewards. It's a brand that people know, that people trust, and it's something that oftentimes the world is loud and you need it quiet, where the world's quiet and you want to be loud. And Bose really shows up with our new products that we have out that we're going to show you here in just a minute to make those moments in your life what they need to be and on an everyday basis now.
Yeah. Mark, you want to add anything to that you used to work for Bose years ago. Do you have anything to add there?
I've been bringing Bose products and bad golf to the course for many, many years. And, it's just, they have such a variety of products, allows me to take calls on the course if I'm using earbuds like I am today. And then they have a number of speaker options that work great on the cart as well. Whatever level of sound you're looking for, or that your other golfers will tolerate.
Yeah. I'm just getting back to the chats that have been coming in here. I don't know if you guys have seen them, but Tim Sater comes back. We're going back a little bit, but back in his days at SEMO in the early 80s, he had a Bose 901 speakers for all our parties. It was a great fun. I cannot hear at all today. Tim. All right, well, that's okay. That means they're good. And then kind of shifting back to the BackStoppers, Cindy Henry on our team, her husband's family is a beneficiary of BackStoppers because her husband, George, is actually a police detective. So his family lost unfortunately, George lost his father in the line of duty, so his family's a benefactor. He was there yesterday, wasn't he, George?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Does he hit him straight and long like you, Kev? Or?
I don't know about straight, but...
Okay, awesome. Brad, anything to add so far about what we're talking about as far as Bose or the golf tournament?
No, I wish I had been there. It's always a fun tournament, great cause. Like Mark said, bringing bad golf consistently throughout the last couple of years I've been there. So I don't think anybody missed me, but I missed the heck out of you guys.
Well, thank you, Brad. And Kevin, what does it mean from your perspective to have the support of a brand like Bose?
It's just unbelievable, right? Everybody knows what they're getting. They know the quality of the brand as soon as you hear it. So it has that recognition that you get. And going to a lot of tournaments in the past, you get these kits and there's just $100 worth of nothing in there that doesn't mean anything to anybody. And when somebody receives this in their bag, they just look at that and go, oh my God, this is great, right? This is amazing that someone gave this product to us. So it means a tremendous amount for us to have that support. And we've had a great relationship with Bose for years. Brad's great and helps us out tremendously and supports us. So it's fabulous to have someone like that on our team.
Yeah. Speaking of Bose a little bit more, just in the past week or maybe 10 days, Bose released this really cool video called their new brand anthem. I think it's about, 75, 90 seconds long video maybe, Mark. Yeah. Let's go ahead and check that video out right now. So let's go ahead and roll that clip.
That's it?
Heard about it. Bitcoin just dropped 8%. This is the window.
What a great Bose anthem video there. I love that so much. And what a great comment from Dan Bowl that just came in. He didn't have much money growing up, but when he got a bit older, the kids pitched in to buy our mom a Bose Wave radio. We all remember that one. And she always had a nice radio on at the house. It was a very special gift. And that's what people, I think, think about when they get a gift from Bose. Mark, agree? Or
I completely agree. Bose has such a storied name in audio and such a great history. When you give Bose, it just naturally feels personal. I think that's true for premium in general, but Bose definitely has a special place in that. When you give somebody a product from Bose, you really care about handing that off to them and want them to be excited about it.
Yeah, and Brad, it reminds us of a conversation you and I have had before, is people saying, I have the Bose, right? Do you remember that, Brad?
Yeah. I mean, I've been here for 26 years now, and anytime you talk to someone that you've known for a long time or someone you just met the first time and you tell them you work for Bose, they're like, oh, I have the Bose. And Kevin alluded to earlier, they know exactly what they're going to get from a product and quality perspective, but some folks have owned it so much and for so long that they just call it the Bose, and they love it that much. And it's pretty funny that they have that take that they're so proud to tell you they have one, and if they don't have one or they want another one, it's how do I get one? How can I get a Bose? And the products we have today, I mean, going back 26 years, so many of our products were made for the home, and it was either for your TV or for your bedroom. The products we have now and the technologies we have now fit into every single day of you. There's use cases for everything you're doing, for work, for play, for entertainment, for keeping things quiet. It's literally, I mean, I've got a product either in my ear or ready to go in the palm of my hand or in my living room almost all day, except for when I'm asleep. So the need for gift giving and the ability to give the gift and personalize it, like Mark had alluded to, is so much more broad than it was just a few years ago with the product assortment technologies we have to, have it as part of your day and improve, a lot of your life as a result of having them.
Yeah, yeah, you're so right with just it following you from the moment you wake up to going to bed, working, playing, exercising, getting to listen to music with your family out on the patio. I mean, it can be there throughout your entire day. So very well said, Kevin. Brad just mentioned a little bit more about the fact that it's such a wonderful gift. Mm-hmm. What's the impression like from customers when you talk to them about a brand like Bose?
Well, again, it's obviously the recognition of the name itself, that people know the quality, but I think also more importantly, if you're doing this in a program, it's something that's pretty expensive. So it's not something that's, you just walk up and you're going to pay $200-300 for an item. You get to use your points to redeem for that. And that's even better. So, it's something that people aspire towards and really want to go for this product and can use their points to redeem for it. And that's the real value of it too.
Yeah, for sure. And there's several new Bose products, Mark, that have just been released in the past days or weeks even.
Yes.
There's 2 boxes here. I want you to talk about this product right now, and maybe we can get Brad to chime in on it. What are we looking at here?
So here we have on the table is the Quiet Comfort Ultra earbuds, and so this is the 2nd generation of these earbuds. I have used them for years. I use them for calls. I use them on the airplane. I use them every day, every single day. So just having this product and all of its use case, whether I'm listening to music or on a phone call or on a conference call, it's just something that's always with me. Of course, incredibly portable, obviously too. The case charges the earbuds, so the battery lasts a long time, and they're ready to go whenever I need them. We can also decorate on this product, add a logo through laser engraving, and then we have I don't know which camera I'm on, but we also do custom wraps for the retail packaging itself, which can be a really nice touch, and that's an example that we did for a client of mine last year.
Yeah, and we actually had a Bose training not too long ago, and there's this really cool video.
Oh, I'm excited.
That really features the noise cancellation in a very cool and unique way and kind of personal way. So, Kevin, you've seen it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, let's watch it right now with the group. Okay, let's roll that clip right now involving Bose training team in their Jeep. Let's go. Roll it.
With Bose Speech Clarity, it leverages the microphones on the outside of the earbud and the microphone on the inside of the earbud in combination with multimodal AI to focus in on my voice and block out everything going on in the surroundings. So even in very noisy environments like on a highway, you can make a very important phone call or chime in on a meeting with confidence, knowing that they'll hear nothing but your voice. It even works in environments like this. It even works when the train is pulling into a station. It works great even when you're in a loud bar where you have a backseat driver and a lot of wind. Can you hear the landscapers? Working like a charm. It even works up here. Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra Earbud 2nd generation. Hear and be heard.
Couple familiar faces in there for sure. Terry Liu, he was on one of our broadcasts last year, wasn't he? About maybe a year and a half ago.
So.
Yeah. What a cool video. I mean, Brad,
Yeah.
Couple people that you know well in that video. That was a pretty cool video. That was a real life demonstration of that awesome noise cancellation, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, this is my go-to product, my favorite product we have. Wearing them right now for this streaming platform, and it's a product that, as I mentioned earlier, I'm using it for work. I love it because it's super versatile. I've got the ability to take it on a plane and have it take up a very small space in my carry-on. I can also use it in the gym. I'm not taking multiple products. I'm using a very little space. I can be in a rental car and have it block out the noise, and I'd have to connect to the car's ecosystem within their user interface. So I'm using it all the time on the road. I use it at home, at work. I use it at home mowing the lawn. Sometimes I want it quiet, and it makes everything quiet. And there's other times where I'm at the gym and I want it to be loud. So I've got the ability, like I talked about earlier. You need life to be at a certain value. You've got total control of that. And the speech clarity one is just mind-boggling. I've used these in some pretty loud environments in public places, and I mean, you wouldn't know that I'm not sitting in my home office quiet as can be. So really fantastic to be able to do that. But when you're really trying to watch something or listen to music, the immersive audio and spatial audio technologies and the Ultra products, Ultra headphone products and earbud products is just a totally different user experience than anything I've ever heard. It's been out since our last generation, but it's something that you really need to experience to understand how you can have a concert or be within a movie set while you're watching from your phone or listening on your phone on the go. It's pretty incredible, and I definitely encourage anyone who has a chance to take a listen to them to do that with this product. I did say it is my favorite product, and it's hard not to say that about all of them. But another thing we're doing with all of our products is colors. You're going to start to see new colors. So the black and the white that you guys have both shown just launched a couple of weeks ago, and launching on 10/2 is the deep plum color, which you saw in the video just a few minutes ago. But we're also have the box here as well. But so we're going to add some color variants, and you're going to see a lot more of that color variants. You've seen it in the past few launches, and you're going to continue to see some exciting new colors from us.
Yeah, for sure. I actually shared somebody just earlier this afternoon that immersive audio with the actual over-ear headphones, and just to see the look on their face being like, oh wow, that is so cool being in the concert. Mark, you wanted to say something about these earbuds, I think.
I just wanted the call clarity. It was just something that absolutely blew my mind, and this is a Series 2, and it's not subtle changes they made. It's a great improvement to the product, and it's from client customer feedback too. So Bose is listening to their customers, which is, I think, a hallmark of a great brand also, to listen and respond, and when they iterate, make real improvements. There's no perceived obsolescence as a goal here. Bose is going after a continuous improvement in quality of the product. It's what makes the brand amazing.
Yeah, for sure. And then let's shift over to this product here, and there might be some pictures we can share here in a minute, but this is the new Bose Micro 2nd Gen. Kev, you want to talk a little bit about what's new about this Bose Micro?
Yeah, if I'm on the back side, it used to be a rubber strap, which was an elastic strap, and now it's kind of just a Velcro strap, so it's a little bit stronger, lasts a little bit longer. And then they've also improved the battery life of this, and the size is just a slightly bit bigger. It's not very noticeable unless you're comparing them to each other. But it's just, again, great improvements. When you look at it, on all both the products, it doesn't look a lot different, but just the improvement of the actual product itself is amazing. So there's been some great stuff to it.
The first generation, I would listen to that every morning while I'm getting ready to my little playlist. And then the IC team knows I have a little obsession here. Now, we played golf yesterday, but I also like to play disc golf, and I took this speaker out onto the disc golf course over the weekend and actually took some speakers of it because it's a rugged look at the speaker. Can we show those pictures right now? There we go. Check them out. Over there on the disc golf course, I put it to my bag and I listened to my playlist there. A little Eric Clapton, a little Peter Gabriel, Genesis, REM. It was a good time. I like that stuff. Had to get my disc golf mention in there.
I knew it was coming.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Everybody
we all
knows
kind of did,
yeah. But both of these products are fantastic. They're available right now. We're going to talk about one more product here in a second. We're getting close to time. But before we do, Mark, I want to talk a little bit about what kind of market availability right now in the holidays coming up. You want to kind of give an idea of what people should expect in the coming months in advance of Christmas?
Yeah. Smart to touch on. I know, we're walking into October, and we got to start thinking about holidays. And our clients need to start thinking about how they're going to reward their teams, the best customers. Obviously, you should buy a product from Bose and put a logo on it. One of these new products would be a great fit for pretty much any work, corporate environment, a great gift. Supply chain is looking good. We are filling the barn. Bose has the barn full. We're ready to move, but Brad talked about colors. If you want to have all the options available to you, let's get those conversations started.
Yeah, and we are going to do a giveaway here, so don't leave quite yet. I know it's getting close to time here. Brad, in about 20 seconds, anything to add when it comes to the holidays or availability?
Yeah, I mean, the holidays always becomes the challenging time of year. we want to make sure we're not waiting till last minute. We're ready to go. We've been planning on this for quite some time and talking about it with the folks at Incentive Concepts, but they're coming quicker than we think. And if there's any time to go, it's now, especially if any customization and decorations wanted, because it just adds to the lead time, and we want to make sure you get the right colors, the right quantity, and on time.
Right. Again, we are going to have a drawing, and they're actually going to be for what's in this case. Now, Brad, is it okay if I open up this case, even though, these are released to the public, aren't they?
These are press release. Yep, these are going to launch in 2 days on the 2nd, but they are indeed press released.
Okay. So
you've already given the secret away. You've already given it away. You're holding the box. So
what are they? This is it's a second generation, isn't it? So can you tell us what it is?
It's the QC Ultra headphone Gen 2.
Okay.
Another product with speech clarity, immersive audio, great noise canceling, incredibly comfort. They are the a product I use generally if one of my QC earbuds are either out of battery or I just need some a switch over based on ear fatigue on a really long coast to coast flight. But another great product, and really designed for which is your preferred fit, in ear or the over ear, is really how you're going to help make the choice for yourself on which product to go with. But shares a lot of the great technologies. Fantastic product, and I have mine on. I haven't gotten mine yet. I have mine on order, so we're filling your barn before we fill mine. So hopefully I get mine soon.
So we got our pairs before you even get yours, and you work for Bose?
Correct.
That's in good taste. Customer first. There we go.
I love that.
Right.
Kevin, what's the feedback on these new headphones, even though they're just kind of in pre-release?
Yeah, again, it's there's not a lot of look when you look at these. They're a little sharper looking. They're a little sleeker. They're really lightweight. They're very comfortable to wear, but that's just starting to get into the marketplace. It's just exciting to have new product. Right? But the biggest question we always get from our customers: what's new? What do you got that's new? What's different? And these are the things that are going to make a difference in this fourth quarter. As Mark was mentioning, inventory is looking good. Also keep us in mind for Christmas and holiday programs and events. We can come out and you can do a Bose event and give it each to your clients and pick a different color. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of opportunities, but we do need to start planning all that.
Right.
Get that all in play.
Right. One of Bose's taglines for this new product is. Here it is. It's awaken your spirit, I think, or awaken your sound. I'm forgetting it right now. But that leads to where I want you to go, those of you that are listening. Go to incentiveconcepts.com/awaken. And maybe we can put that in the chat there, incentiveconcepts.com/awaken. And you can actually submit a form to enter to win a pair of these newest headphones in your choice of black or white, which is pretty cool. The second step of it is you're going to get an alert. So to kind of lock in your entry, you're going to get an alert email, and we want you to join our Reward the Extraordinary LinkedIn group. So it's kind of a two-step process. Fill out the form, join our LinkedIn group, and that way you can enter for this pair of Bose headphones. Again, incentiveconcepts.com/awaken. Brad, thank you so much for supporting that through this giveaway. We appreciate you.
My pleasure.
Okay. All right. We are 2:00 right now, so I'm just going to touch on a few things before we wrap up here. Okay. Tomorrow, October 1st, Kevin, there's an event, a virtual event happening in conjunction with Sage called Promo Live. Can you kind of talk a little bit about what's happening there tomorrow? Or
Yeah, so they started this, it was right around the pandemic, I guess, but it's a virtual show that you can join on with Sage, and we have a little booth there. We'll be all manning our computers. There's a few of us. Mary Pat's going to join us. Aaron will jump in here and help out as well. And we'll just be answering questions and trying to get you prepared for the fourth quarter.
Okay, so that's Promo Live by Sage. And then IMEX is coming up. You've heard a little bit about that, Mark. That's next week. That's a huge event in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have not had the chance to go yet, but I'm excited that we're going to have a presence there like we always do and meet our customers in person. It's going to be great.
Yeah. So any of you meeting planners out there, and if you're attending IMEX America October 7th through the 9th, make sure to check out our booth there. What else do we have to talk about? Oh, go to incentiveconcepts.com/awaken. I already mentioned that.
You did.
To enter for a pair of Bose headphones. Our next broadcast is October 23rd, Appreciation in Motion featuring Razor USA, which I'm really excited about. Brad, before we close out, any closing thoughts in about 20 or 30 seconds?
No, just appreciate you having me. I wish I could have been there. Great cause. Looking forward to helping your customers reward their employees and making their events more memorable and more personal.
Yeah, love it. Kevin, any thoughts before we close out?
No, just again, thanks to Bose and the partnership. The Reinberg Classic is just that. It's a great outing, and it's a lot of fun. It was great to be at yesterday, and now it's back to work and getting stuff done. But we appreciate the partnership, and thanks for everything you do, Brad.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, thank you, Brad. And Mark, anything to close on before you gonna chip some balls in next year?
Yeah, just happy that we had such a great event yesterday and that we raised so much money for BackStoppers. And Brad, I miss you, buddy. Hopefully, we'll see you soon.
Miss you too, guys.
All right, that's it. That's it, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next month. Until then, take care. All right, bye-bye.